Welcome to your ninth and 10th grade Introduction to Business course. This course is part of your Business Education, Career and Technology Education cluster. The course goal is to foster an appreciation for the business environment. Today's lesson is part of a unit on management and marketing principles. Our reading will involve two texts, as we will be divided into two groups. The first text is The Role of Information Technology in Business Success by Abid Afzal Butt. The second text is Emerging Technologies, Are You a Leader or a Follower by Ingo Pyro. As a result, from today's lesson, you should be able to describe the role technology plays in the daily business operations, and then determine the meaning of words, phrases, and vocabulary within a business context. Your lesson outcome for the day is to be able to identify commonly used information technologies and discuss its role in day-to-day business operations using correct grammar and terminology in the business sense. There will be two ways in which I will assess your learning for the day. The first is more of an informal assessment. That will take place during your half-group discussions. And the second is during your reflective writing piece. There will be two ways in which instruction will be differentiated today. You will have half-group and whole-group discussion, and it is within that half-group that you will actually complete your reading piece, your reading part of the lesson. You are more than welcome to partner up within that group and read aloud. That is not a problem. Also, I want to know how you are showing your thinking. And I will know this through your reflective writing. To begin the lesson, I want to know what you already know about information technology. So what do you think information technology means for today's businesses? How do you think information technology impacts daily business functions? Do you think it is different than business operations from 20 years ago? Do you think information technology has changed the way we do business in the United States? In what ways? This bottom part is just a side note. I will also have a unit PowerPoint presentation that will have the definitions of key business terms. And for this particular lesson, I will have information that describes the role of information technology in businesses. Before we begin our reading for the day, I want you to take out your learning logs, and at the top of a blank sheet of paper, I want you to list two roles you think information technology plays in today's businesses. As you're doing that, I will walk around and give you a text to read. Once you're done with your list, find your classmates that have the same text as you and form a small reading circle. While you are reading your text, I want you to circle any words, phrases, any vocabulary that just doesn't make sense to you. Also, I want you to be writing any questions in the margins that you want to make further connections to. And then here's just a couple questions I want you to think about while you're reading. How does information technology impact business operations? Is it good or bad, and why? Then has information technology changed the way we do business in the 21st century, and in what ways? I will keep this slide up so you can refer to it easily while you are reading. After reading your text, I will need you to go ahead and begin your discussion in your groups. And I want you to discuss the different roles information technology plays in daily business operations. I'll give you about 10 to 15 minutes for this discussion, and then I need you to bring your sticky note. You should have written at least one role that you think is important. Write one role on that sticky note and bring that up to me. We will now begin our whole group discussion. So I need you to get your learning logs out, and I want you to draw a line horizontally halving your paper. You can use that same sheet of paper that we started earlier for our reading. On the top half, I want you to write roles of information technology in business operations. And then on the bottom half, please write personal connections. How do I think information technology impacts day-to-day business activities? So we will go ahead and begin our group discussion. It'll last 10 to 15 minutes, and I will need a volunteer from each group to talk about their own group's examples and ideas. After the 10 to 15 minutes, we'll go ahead and go into our writing reflection. This is where I want you to connect the knowledge that you've learned today to your personal thoughts. This will be approximately about 4 to 5 sentences in length, or around 100 words. And I look forward to reading your reflections. Have a good rest of your day.